Hello, Taurus. Today is Sunday, July 19, 2026, and you're in a moment where you can't help but feel a certain sense of frustration, disappointment, or sadness. One of these three emotions feels the same on the surface, but they're not the same, because someone you've relied on for a long time has acted in a way you never expected to see. This doesn't apply to every person born under your sign. Remember, it's just a general tendency. But you might still feel a certain sense of disappointment toward someone. It's funny how life keeps placing people in our path and pulling them out again, depending on the situation, whether it's work-related, friendship-based, or emotional. When we need to learn and gain knowledge, the universe puts us in situations where we feel isolated and frustrated because we don't understand what's truly going on. I'll tell you, on a cosmic level, the information and experience gained through these lessons are priceless. Many times, people come to you with something to say, but by the end of the day, you don't know how to respond or what decision to make unless you have the right knowledge. Mistakes and failures are your best teachers. When it comes to taking charge of a situation, you're a true expert. But it's precisely those experiences you've lived through that allow you to become a great leader. So, how do you expect to handle a big situation if you don't have the necessary experience? And how do you gain that experience? Well, either by doing things a certain way, following the steps and knowing it'll turn out well, or by making mistakes until you find the right way to get it right. So don't lose heart, don't get down, don't view the world through the lens of sadness, because there's always a new dawn, and each day you're closer to where you truly want and need to be. Now let's dive into the specific details for love, health, work, and your compatibilities for today. In health, there are things surfacing in your body that have been building up because you've suppressed your thoughts and feelings for too long. And in the end, even if you don't realize it, those emotions eventually metabolize and inevitably break through to the surface, manifesting as rashes, psoriasis, or similar conditions. I'm giving you the terms, but obviously only a professional understands this. And that's who you should see if your skin is changing in certain areas, or becoming rougher or less hydrated in just a few spots. Then you absolutely need to get it checked out, because clearly, something's going on. So stop paying attention to and listening to those people who simply don't support you or bring you anything good in life. You can listen, but don't make any more mistakes. You need to see a doctor and tell them everything you're feeling, so they can guide you much better, because there are countless illnesses that have a psychosomatic root. Then, obviously, it could eventually lead to an actual illness. But if you catch it in a very early stage, you might feel really good knowing that, hey, maybe it's solved with something very simple. Not all of them, mind you. I always say not all, but it's definitely true that you have two tense astrological positions indicating you should pay closer attention to what you say and what you don't say, especially. As for your work situation, remember to give thanks and express your gratitude for the place where you're currently working. Earlier in your life, you were presented with various opportunities you could have turned down, but it doesn't matter what's behind you. What truly matters in what you're doing right now is this opportunity that's right in front of you. Don't let it slip away, and don't try to change your plans from one day to the next, because the cosmos won't know where to keep you or how to connect with you, and you need to stay very attentive. You might be feeling a lack of motivation. Well then, go find it, whatever it takes. Remind yourself again why you wanted to work there, or look for books or information related to what you want to study. Don't ignore it or try to change your plans, because nothing will come of it. Remember that you also need to put in effort on your personal and group projects in order to reach those goals. But don't make the mistake of thinking everything has to be a struggle, let alone that life is cynical or spiteful toward you. Because it's not. If you think this way, everything will feel heavy, dense, and hard to achieve. So whether it's work or money, you'll feel a bit of strain. Conclusion: motivation, nothing more, nothing less. And when it comes to your financial situation, it's good to listen to others, because that way you can take advice and learn from both the best and worst that has happened to them in their lives. But that doesn't mean you should take actions that affect your income based on thoughts that aren't even yours, or that you don't truly understand. Stay very attentive. Keep investing and taking advantage of every opportunity just as you've been doing. And the stars promise you, metaphorically of course, that you'll continue to stay connected with abundance, and as a result, you'll dramatically boost your energy levels. And you know what's best of all? You're going to have just enough intelligence. No, let's be honest, you're going to have superior intelligence, which you already do, but at the very least, enough to know that what you're doing is absolutely right. And when it comes to speaking up, you've got to raise your voice. You can't stay silent or leave out what you truly feel in your heart. You're at a pivotal moment in your life when you have to make a crucial decision that will shape what happens in your future. You can't lower your head and let your partner walk all over you, and you certainly can't let yourself do the same to them. Of course, you need to make things perfectly clear right now. If there are any intense arguments or situations that are starting to slip out of control, now is the time to make the changes you truly want deep down in your heart. There's a powerful connection with your partner that goes beyond all boundaries, and what truly matters isn't just reaching those limits. It's understanding what it takes to get there together. There's love and respect, of course there is, but those things also need to be nurtured more and more, that's for sure. So don't let yourself be manipulated, not even for a second. And I'm not just talking about your partner, but about people in general who might try to manipulate you. Be very careful with toxic situations, with people who say they're doing everything for you and claim they love you deeply, but whose actions don't match their words. Be suspicious. And if you're single, really think hard about the decisions you're making right now, because you're not quite ready yet to handle being in a relationship. You might be feeling a bit emotionally unstable right now, and honestly, you're just not quite ready to take on a challenge this big. Remember, this isn't about being with someone just because they're there. Keep in mind that it won't be something without any difficulties, because it definitely is. Of course it is. The key thing is that love, like a job, requires you to put in effort regularly. So if you've been getting to know someone lately, asking questions, without being overwhelming, but instead in a balanced, mindful, and consistent way, is really positive. And for your energy field, today you have a small negative point with your energy because it's a bit low. You need to wrap up pending matters that are draining a lot of your time and energy, and face everything that's bothering you so you can raise your vibrations and reconnect with an incredibly positive energy. The positive situation you need to boost today is your smile. You're someone who knows how to send out good vibes at any moment, and because of that, do this at any time to connect with all that's positive and brighten your day, especially your own, and also brighten the days of others. Hey, negative energy, be careful with lack of focus. When situations arise that require you to stay focused, you tend to stop paying attention to the most important details, which ultimately ends up harming your own decisions. Of course. And also be careful with shifts in temperature. No matter whether it's a stable, cold, or hot temperature where you are, it depends on which hemisphere you're in. But you still need to protect your skin and apply moisturizers that help care for this extremely important part of your body, especially the areas most exposed: hands, face, and others, and especially your arms too. And for students, focus, basically focus. Don't neglect your studies, even though today is Sunday, and don't just do things half-heartedly just to get them done. If you find yourself having to rush through tasks just to finish them, it's better not to do them at all. Wait for a day when you're more motivated instead. But also don't put on more pressure than you actually need. In other words, don't swing to the opposite extreme. Be careful with that. And when it comes to compatibility, today is a wonderful day for you with these 3 signs. First up, with people born under the sign of Leo, you're in for a great day, full of fun, lots of laughter, plenty of love, and lots of affection, depending on what you both are like. In this regard, you two can complement each other beautifully. Second, with people born under the sign of Scorpio, you'll feel joy, a strong sense of confidence when discussing matters, and also a very positive attitude. And third, with people of your own sign, you'll have an expansive day with no issues at all, a very solid approach, with no kind of failure and no type of mistake. Negative, you might experience a minor disagreement or emotional distance with someone born under the sign of Virgo, but you already know it's only temporary, just for today, and only if you end up arguing. Wishing you a truly wonderful day. See you tomorrow, Taurus.